Hello everybody, this is Eliott5891. Welcome back to another KTANE module tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at the Only Connect module. It's I think it's the newest that has come out at time of recording. It's a very interesting one, very different than a lot of other modules, based on the British TV show of the same name. So let's take a look. There we go. It's actually based on 2 stages from the game. It does require just a bit of edge work. It wants the serial number and the ports. So let's look at this bomb. No ports. That's going to make that step easier. And serial number is 280KX1. You'll have to forgive my handwriting because I'm using paint and it's not the best. There's a reason for that though, and we'll get to it. So this is stage 1. You've got 6 symbols. They are in reading order. And you'll see them all listed here on the page for the Egyptian hieroglyphics realm, which is the first stage. But these are the twisted flax, the horned viper, the eye of Horus, 2 reeds, lion, and water. So, stage 1 of this module, what you're going to do is you're going to use this grid here. And there's 3 criteria it's going to look for each of the symbols. It's going to look for whether it's in a specified position, whether a specified serial number is in the team name, which in this case is the chess pieces, and if certain ports are available. So for the first one, we need to know the order of them. As the diffuser, I just read them out reading order, same order I did earlier. As the expert, I don't even write them down. I just kind of go through them as they're reading them to see if any of these, because this is the order they're going to read them, match up to the names. So, again, I'm just going to read these reading order. You've got twisted flax, which is not what I have here, horned viper, eye of Horus, 2 reeds, lion, water. So none of those were in the position they specified. So I don't mark any of them. Easy peasy. For the second criterion, we are going to look at each serial number, or serial number character, and determine whether or not that's in the name of the team. Now you'll notice that there are numbers in there. We do need to convert the numbers into letters. We do that by just substituting it with whatever number is in that alphabetical position of the alphabet. So an 1 becomes an A because it's the first letter. Yeah, that was 0. The 2 becomes a B. 8 becomes an H. O becomes a Z, kind of loops backwards from 1 to 0. KX. So of these, are any of these in chess pieces? A B is not. An H is, so we'll go ahead and mark the second character is. That's under lion. Z, X, or KX, A. None of the others are. Okay. Third criterion. Does the bomb have at least one of the specified ports? I don't have any ports at all, so none of those are going to be marked. So after all that, I've only marked one criterion, and that's for lion. What I want to do is, of the 6 hieroglyphs that are listed, of the 6 columns, which one has a unique number of criteria met? I've got 5 things with 0 criteria, but lion here has 1 and only 1 met. It is the only thing that has 1 met, so that's going to be my answer for this stage. Lion. Okay. Let's do one more real quick. Notice criterion 2 and 3 are both going to be the same on any module on this bomb. So we'll do this one. This is stage 2. We'll get to it in just a sec. Again, reading in order, I have eye of Horus, lion, horned viper, twisted flax, water, 2 reeds. Eye of Horus, lion, horned viper, twisted flax. Actually, criterion 2 is not going to be the same. Water and 2 reads. I said criterion 2 is going to be the same. That's not true. This part will stay the same, the serial number conversion. We have a different team name, so we have to look it up. Korfballers. There is a B, so the first character is there. No H, no Z. There is a K, no X. There is an A. So the first, fourth, and sixth characters are in the team name, and no ports. So of these, which one has a unique number of criteria met? Well, that would be the Twisted Flax here. It's the only one that has no criteria met. All the others have one. Twisted Flax is unique, though, so I'm going to hit Twisted Flax. And we got another one, same general idea. We'll hit it real quick. Eye of Horus, Horned Viper, Water, 2 read, Lion, Twisted Flax. I think I said one of them wrong. 2 read. Maybe. The Romantics. No B, no H, no Z, no X, no K, yes A. So it's going to be Eye of Horus, because it's the only one that had one. That's the easy step, the hieroglyph step. Now we go to the second stage, which I find a little harder, the connecting wall. Now you have a grid of 9 letters. These letters are not all English. You have to group them into 3 groups of 3, so that each group contains 3 letters from the same alphabet. This is designed so there's only one solution, so if you can find some way to fit them, then you're done. You don't have to make sure it's the only way. And there's some other sneaky method. Now these all have names. I may put that up here in a minute, what the proper names for those are. But as you're starting out, you're going to probably want to just describe them a little bit. So I'm going to read these as the diffuser. I'm going to read these to my expert descriptively. I have U with a downward accent, A with an upward accent, U with a backwards comma at the bottom, E with a backwards comma at the bottom, Y with 2 dots, English letter B, E with a downward accent, U with a straight line above it, and just an English U. Those are not the most beautiful drawings. My apologies. My paint skills need some work. So we're going to look at those. Here we have a list of all the languages it may use, all the non-English letters it uses, and which English letters actually don't fit the category. Now, what I like to do is I like to look at those. Which of those do I think is most unique is going to probably show up the least. And I've played this a little bit, so I've kind of got a feel for it. And as you do this module more, you'll develop a feel for it. But the Y umlaut, Y with 2 dots, I'm pretty sure is relatively unique. So we're going to look through the list, look for Y with 2 dots above it. Now there it is in French. And that's it, actually. So this one has to be French. So now the question becomes, which other ones are French? U with the downward slant, that one is. A with the upward slant, no. U with the weird comma, E with the weird comma. E with the downward slant is. U with a bar, and U by itself. Okay, well I've got 3 of the more unique characters that are French. There's a good possibility that those work. I am going to, the 2 English letters, B and U, also might be there, so I'm going to kind of dot them so I know that they might be in the red group. I found more than likely those kind of group together at the end with some miscellaneous group. But we'll see. So I've got those 3 marked. Of the ones that are left, let's look at U bar, U with a line above it. I think that's going to be relatively unique. So we're going to look for a U bar. U with the line. Okay, it's there in the Latvian, and the Lithuanian. Oops. Latvian and Lithuanian. Just Latvian and Lithuanian. So this one, Latvian or Lithuanian. And if we look at those, let's pick another one. U with the backwards comma. Ooh, there's the U with the backwards comma. Oops. And that's also Lithuanian. I don't think the U backwards comma is anywhere else. So, of my remaining letters, A with the upward accent is not. E with the comma is as well. So this can be my Lithuanian group. And then I just need to see if there's a language that has the A with the upward accent and allows B and U. And here we go. Czech has an A with an accent. It allows B, it allows U, so that's my third and final group. So I'm going to read that back to my expert. Y umlaut, E accent, U accent. And notice that's correct, so it groups them together in a color. U bar, U comma, E comma. And it goes ahead and does the last group, because obviously the last ones are going to group together. And that is a completed module. Now let's do one more of these. These are a little time consuming, especially when you're trying to draw them out. So let's do another one. Switch to black. We have a Z with alien horns. C with alien horns. A with a downward accent. O with a double accent. C with the backwards. Actually, no, that's more like a 5 at the bottom of it. I saw an U umlaut. Come on, lights. O with a downward slant. U with a double accent. And M. So again, let's look at one that we think is going to be relatively unique. Start with it. Probably the U with the double accent mark. Off the top of my head, cannot think of what language that might be. So let's look for U double accent. There's one in Hungarian. And that's it. Has to be Hungarian. So which other ones can be Hungarian? Probably the O double accent as well. Yep. U umlaut. Actually, yeah, U umlaut works. Nothing with a C, nothing with a Z. A with the downward slant, no. C with the 5 at the bottom, no. O with the downward slant, no. Okay, so there's my Hungarian group. Let's find a second one. Z with the alien horns. Alien horns. Okay, we got a couple options already. Croatian, Czech, Estonian. Not as unique as I thought it was. Latvian, Lithuanian. So Croatian, Czech, Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian. Alright, that was not as unique as we thought. How about the C with the comma? Albanian, Catalan. CCC, French. Portuguese. And Turkish. Okay, well this is actually helpful. Even though we did not find any overlap between these two, there's absolutely no overlap between these two, so we know these must be in different groups. So if we called that one the red group, we're going to call this one the blue group. So for my other ones, it's probably going to be safe to assume they're going to fit in one of the languages that kind of is in one of these two lists. So C alien, C horns, probably going to fit in this one because it's got the same symbol, but let's see. Croatian, Czech, not Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian. Yep, so it's the same list minus Estonian, so I can cross that out. But that goes with it. A accent. That could be Catalan, French, Portuguese. So these three options: Catalan, French, Portuguese. So Turkish is out, Albanian's out, and I know that that one is part of the same group as the C comma. O accent. I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be the same group. Yep, there it is in Catalan, French. Not in French, actually. Not in Portuguese either. But it is in Catalan. Oops, change color. So this potentially could be a Catalan group, the blue group. If it is the red group with the Z and the C, can it have an M? What did I say that was? Possibly Croatian. CZ. Yeah, it includes the M. So that's going to be my other red one because this one can group with my blues, and there's them grouped up. So, okay, diffuser, I've got C double dot, C double accent, and O double accent. I have A, O, and C comma. I'll leave this one up for a minute. I'm not going to solve this one, but feel free to go ahead, take a quick pause on the video if you want. See if you can solve this one. And I will go ahead and give the answer here in just a second. Okay, the answer for this one is those, by the way, were Swedish, Spanish, and Turkish, potentially. There may have been other languages, but those are one option. And that's how connecting wall works. Now, I did say I was going to briefly demonstrate what some of these were called, so I'm going to cut away for just a second, and we'll see those. And in my research, I actually found a large list of these symbols, which are called diatribes, I believe. If I remember or diacritic, my apologies, diacritics. This is actually a list from Wikipedia, which not a source I recommend for any serious studies, but it does show a list of different diacritics, several of which were in the module, the only connect module, including the acute, the double acute, the grave, the breve, which is upside down U or bottom of a smiley face, the charon or hachek, which is the alien horns I was talking about. You have a sedelia, which is like the bottom of the 5 I described. A circumflex is that little hat. An umlaut for the double dot. You got a hook, which I think may be the only term I saw for it. An ogonek for the backwards comma. Apparently this is a perispomene. I think of it as a tilde though, because that's what the symbol is externally in other contexts, or a very similar looking one. And I think there are a few more unique symbols, but that covers a lot of them. So here's this for your convenience. For some of the terms, for some of the diacritics. And, as you do this more, maybe you'll learn them. And do some research, find out exactly what they do to letters. But that's going to be it for me. So thank you very much for watching. As always, Have a great day. Have fun. Leave comments and stuff below if you have any. And this is Elias signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.